Welcome back to part 5 of the OpenRoads show. In this episode we're going to go over existing features such as the road or driveway, and we're also going to go over creating a clip terrain of those features and then applying a surface template. We'll end up using this later in our cross sections and also our quantities such as milling or maybe some unsuitable soils that we want to backfill, but for now let's just focus on the roadway. So in my work set, I'm going to create a new 2D file. I'm going to put it in the surveys folder since we're going to reference the 3D survey data we have. I'm just going to call this S228 and we'll say existing features. Hit save. Once our file's loaded, I'm going to go ahead and reference in our survey. And we can go ahead and make that terrain active since we're going to use it to model this roadway. And let's turn on our existing road for now. We'll just focus on that. Because of the codes, we already have these features here as a reference. We'll end up tracing this existing road and closing any gaps, and we'll create our terrains from that. So for now, I'm going to go to the drawing tab, and under my element templates, I want to go all the way down to the surveys and grab my edge of pavement. It's a linear feature. And I'm just going to draw a simple 2D line closing that gap in, and we'll don't worry about the elevations. We'll handle that because it's going to just reference that terrain model. Alright, once we have those closed in, I can keep my element template the same, but now over in the groups I'm going to create a region. I'm just going to flood and I'm going to fill it. We don't have to fill it. I'm gonna fill it anyways because we want to make sure that that center gets in there. And then you just click inside. Skip a step. Sorry. We want to grab our elements from our survey reference and copy those. So I'll hold down that right mouse button to bring up my quick menu. I'm going to choose copy. And I'm just going to copy them right on top of what was already there. That way it's independent of our survey. And then we'll go up here to region, and we're just going to fill those in. Alright. And then next we want to go to our terrain tab. And we want to choose additional methods. When I drop this down, we can find this tool right here, create clip terrain model. And it's asking for a reference terrain. I'm going to select our active, and then it wants the clipping element. I can just select our pavement, and I'll hit reset. And I want it to be 0, 0. I'm going to clip external, and there it is. We can see it puts that green line around there. We're going to do the same thing for our other pavement. Reset, and then just click through the prompts. If you had a bunch, you might want to just go ahead and check those. You still have to click them. Alright, and then, so what we're looking at, if we go to our Project Explorer, and in our OpenRoads model drop down, I'm going to open that up, and we can see now we have some terrain models in here. We have EB, we can select them there, and we have EB1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rename these. Sorry, I want to rename them. Should have done this. Could have done it when I created them, but I'm just going to say Roadway West. Enter. Go back. I'm going to rename that Roadway East. Enter. Here we go. So we have our terrains created. Now I'm going to go back in there and select those terrains. You can do this either from the Explorer, or you could do it from the context menu. If I come grab this terrain, that's the linear feature. That's one reason why I like doing the there we go. Yeah, see that context menu doesn't want to come up when you have other elements there. So I'm going to do it through the Explorer. I'm just going to right click on my boundary, and under templates I want to apply a surface template. And then we're going to just select no for clipping boundary, and then you can either browse or follow the prompt. It says Alt down. We can go select, we have a folder in our template library for surface templates. So I'm just going to grab that asphalt pavement. You might have to create a new one depending upon what kind of information you want to maintain throughout the project. And then we're just going to left click and data point to accept, and we'll see now. You can see that mesh getting created. We'll show you better. I'm going to go ahead and create the east surface template. Click through, click through, click through. All right, and then I'm going to turn off. I believe I want to turn off a level. Yeah, I'm going to turn off this existing road level. Well, I'll probably have to do it in the 3D anyways. So we'll go over here, and there in our 3D model of our survey, we can see now that that pavement has a 3D presence in that file. And of course, if you needed to come through and change the thickness of that pavement, you could do it before if you created that surface template, or we can come in here and we should be able to edit that template. Yep, so you can come in here and change those values right there. Slope and width we won't need. We just want those depths. Alright, let's look at our PowerPoint. Yep. So we're done for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope that shines some light. It'll come in handy later on when we start doing our cross sections and start trying to do some engineering in there, make sure we're not milling incorrectly or doing something that they can't do in the field. Alright, thank you.